What if we told you that some world leaders ride in cars worth more than most private jets? These aren't just vehicles, they're rolling fortresses, symbols of wealth, and sometimes raw power. From North Korean Kim Jong-un's forbidden luxury to the United States' absolute display of power, the cars of these presidents and royals reveal far more than their taste in luxury. But which leader owns the most jaw-dropping ride of all? Stay tuned, because the answer will shock you. Number 1. Kim Jong-un, Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard. When it comes to secrecy and extravagance, North Korea's Kim Jong-un never fails to surprise. Despite heavy international sanctions, he somehow manages to ride in one of the most luxurious and secure cars in the world, the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard. This car is not your ordinary limousine. We are talking about a vehicle that carries a jaw-dropping price tag of over $1.6 million and comes loaded with features designed for absolute survival. Its armor is rated at VR 9-level ballistic protection, which means its windows can stop direct gunfire, and the body is built tough enough to resist explosions. The tires are specially reinforced, so even if they are punctured, the car can keep moving at high speed. On top of that, the fuel tank is coated with a material that prevents it from exploding, even if attacked. It makes us wonder what Kim Jong-un seems to be preparing for. But let's continue. Inside the pricey car, the luxury continues. Picture reclining seats that let you sink in like you are on a private jet. There are champagne coolers, soft lighting that changes the mood, and a cabin so quiet you would forget the outside world exists. This mix of unbeatable protection and unmatched luxury fits Kim's style perfectly. He lives lavishly for himself while keeping the outside world at a distance, both literally and politically. But here is the most surprising part. He is not even supposed to own this car. International sanctions strictly ban North Korea from importing luxury goods, especially something as high profile as a Maybach. Yet Kim proudly shows it off on the world stage. To him, the car is not just transportation. It is a loud political message, a statement that says, "Sanctions don't stop me." But if you think Kim Jong-un's taste for luxury is the most surprising in this video, think again. Number 2. Joe Biden, Cadillac won the Beast. Across the ocean, the US former president rides in a machine that looks more like a tank pretending to be a limousine. It is famously called the Beast. This custom-built Cadillac One costs around $1.5 million, but honestly, its true value is hard to measure because of what it can do. The Beast is a fortress on wheels. Its doors are as heavy as those of a Boeing 757 airplane. Its armor is 8 inches thick, making the car nearly indestructible. It is designed to withstand everything from chemical weapons to rocket-propelled grenades. The tires are reinforced with Kevlar, meaning they cannot be easily shredded, and the fuel tank is built so carefully that it will not explode under attack. Step inside and the technology is next level. The president has access to satellite phones and a direct line to the Pentagon in case of emergencies. There is even a refrigerated compartment inside the car that carries a supply of the president's own blood type just in case a medical emergency happens. That is how seriously America takes protecting its leader. While Kim's Maybach screams excess and defiance, Biden's Beast sends a very different message. It represents America's obsession with security and its need to project power. Comfort is not the main priority, but don't be fooled. The interior still has plush leather seating and modern technology that make it feel less like a war machine and more like a luxury ride. The Beast is not just Joe Biden's car, it is a rolling symbol of American politics, where safety and paranoia walk hand in hand. Now let's talk about another leader whose presence on this list may surprise you. Number 3. Vladimir Putin, Aurus Senat limousine. Russia's Vladimir Putin prefers a car that is more than just a safe ride. His choice is the Aurus Senat limousine, Russia's own answer to the likes of the Rolls-Royce and the Maybach. This armored vehicle cost over $1.2 million and was built to prove that Russia does not need Western luxury cars. It can create its own. The Aurus Senat is designed to impress at first sight. It has a tall, powerful frame, bulletproof glass, and armor thick enough to resist both bullets and bombs. Some reports even suggest it can withstand chemical gas attacks. Inside, it is just as secure with advanced communication systems that keep Putin connected at all times. For Putin, the car is about more than personal safety. It is a political statement. For years, he rode in German-made Mercedes cars, but switching to the Aurus sent a clear message. Russia makes its own luxury, and it is just as good. It perfectly matches his image as a strongman leader who wants to show independence from the West. The interior is luxurious, with fine leather, polished wood, and high-end gadgets. But when you look at the Aurus Senat, the real message is clear. Putin's car is not just about comfort, it is about showing Russian pride and strength, even on four wheels. On to the next. Number 4. Xi Jinping, Hongqi N701. In China, President Xi Jinping is driven in the Hongqi N701, a car that costs more than $1 million and represents China's rise in the world of luxury cars. The word Hongqi means red flag, and the brand has been tied to Chinese leaders since the days of Mao Zedong. The N701 is sleek and modern, but also heavily armored. With bulletproof windows, reinforced armor, and advanced safety systems, it can compete with any Western-made armored vehicle. The design blends Chinese cultural elements with futuristic lines, creating a car that feels both patriotic and powerful. Xi's choice says a lot about his vision. Just as Putin uses Aurus to show Russian independence, Xi's use of Hongqi sends the message that China is self-reliant. He does not need German or British brands to ride in style. The Hongqi N701 proves that China can produce top-class luxury cars and world-class security. This makes the car more than just a safe ride. It becomes a symbol of China's ambition and growing pride in its own technology. It quietly tells the world that luxury does not only belong to Europe. As a matter of fact, China is here to play as well. Now, things are about to get even more interesting. Number 5. Emmanuel Macron, DS7 Crossback Presidentielle. France's President Emmanuel Macron stands out on this list because he did not pick an ultra-expensive limousine. Instead, he chose the DS7 Crossback Presidentielle, a French-made SUV worth about $80,000, though his version is heavily customized for presidential use. It may not be the priciest car here, but it has a different kind of importance. By choosing this model, Macron highlights modern French design and innovation. The DS7 is armored and fitted with bulletproof glass, giving him the protection he needs. But it is also more eco-friendly compared to some of the gas-guzzling limousines used by other leaders. Inside, the DS7 offers French style at its best. There is smooth leather seating, digital displays, and a sleek design that feels both modern and elegant. While it does not carry the heavy price tag of a Maybach or Rolls-Royce, the DS7 makes an important point. For Macron, it is less about personal extravagance and more about promoting French craftsmanship to the world. By driving in this car instead of a German or American brand, Macron is sending a clear message that France is proud of its own luxury industry. Next on the list is number 6, Narendra Modi, Mercedes-Maybach S600 Guard. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi rides in the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Guard, one of the safest cars in the world, worth about $1.6 million. This car is certified with VR10 protection, which is the highest level available for civilian vehicles. That means it can survive direct fire from assault rifles and even explosions from close-range blasts. If the tires are completely destroyed, the car can still keep running at high speeds, making sure the Prime Minister is never left stranded. The inside is just as impressive. The Maybach is built for comfort as much as it is for safety. Plush leather seats, a quiet cabin, advanced climate control, and smooth suspension make sure that even when traveling through unpredictable routes, Modi stays relaxed and focused. For Modi, this car is about balancing security with stature. India is one of the world's fastest growing economies, and his choice of the Maybach sends a strong message about power, prestige, and international presence. At global events, his car stands shoulder to shoulder with the rides of other powerful leaders, projecting India's rising importance on the world stage. What makes this choice more interesting is that Modi is known for portraying a humble, people's leader image. He often wears simple clothes, avoids extravagance, and is rarely seen indulging in personal luxuries. Yet his armored Maybach tells a different story. It shows that in politics, appearances may look simple, but security is something that can never be taken lightly. Modi's car proves that even leaders who seem grounded need extraordinary measures to stay protected. It's time for another elephant in the room. Number 7, King Charles III, Bentley State Limousine. Across the United Kingdom, royalty rides in style. King Charles III uses the Bentley State Limousine, a gift originally given to Queen Elizabeth II on her Golden Jubilee. Today, after custom modifications, this majestic ride is valued at over $13 million. This is not just a car, it is practically a moving palace. The Bentley is heavily armored, with bodywork designed to resist blasts and windows that are completely bulletproof. It can even be sealed airtight in case of chemical or gas attacks. And despite all that protection, it is surprisingly eco-friendly, running on biofuel. That small detail reflects King Charles's lifelong passion for environmental sustainability. Step inside and you are met with pure royal luxury. The interior features hand-stitched leather, lamb's wool carpets, and polished walnut veneer. Every detail is carefully chosen to reflect both tradition and refinement. It is not flashy in a modern sense, but it carries the quiet, confident elegance of the British monarchy. The Bentley is a perfect reflection of Charles himself. It blends tradition with modern priorities. On one hand, it honors the long history of the crown. On the other, it fits with Charles's efforts to bring the monarchy into conversations about climate change, sustainability, and global responsibility. It is not just a car. It is a statement of royal elegance and duty. Next off is a man who was not a president, but was certainly a leader who deserves to make the list. Number 8. Pope Francis, the Pope-mobile. Unlike other flashy world leaders, Pope Francis was known for his humility, yet during his lifetime, even he required a secure vehicle, famously called the Pope-mobile. Over the years, several versions of the Pope-mobile were used, but the one most associated with him was a modified Mercedes-Benz M-Class, worth around $500,000. The Pope-mobile was one of the most unique vehicles in the world. It had bulletproof glass walls, an elevated platform so the Pope could wave to crowds, and reinforced safety features that kept him protected during public appearances. While it did not carry the heavy armor of Biden's Beast or Putin's Senat, it was still a careful balance between visibility and security. What made this car truly stand out was not just its features, but its symbolism. Pope Francis often criticized excess and materialism. He even chose to ride in modest cars for his daily use, preferring smaller, simpler vehicles that aligned with his humble image. Yet when it came to addressing massive crowds and traveling in public, the Pope-mobile became necessary. It represented both faith and the reality of danger. The Pope was one of the most recognized spiritual leaders in the world, and his car showed how even someone who valued simplicity could not escape the need for protection. The Pope-mobile was never a symbol of wealth, but of duty to both safety and service. Number 9. Vladimir Zelensky, Mercedes-Benz S-Class Guard. In war-torn Ukraine, President Vladimir Zelensky's car has become much more than a ride. It is a lifeline for survival. He uses the Mercedes-Benz S-Class Guard, a vehicle worth over $500,000, customized to provide high-level protection. The S-Class Guard comes with VR9 protection, meaning it can resist blasts and direct gunfire. In a country facing daily threats, this car functions like a rolling bunker. It is designed to keep moving even under attack, ensuring that Zelensky can continue leading without being pinned down by danger. Inside, the car is still luxurious, with soft leather seating, advanced communication systems, and comfort features. But for Zelensky, luxury is not the priority. Every ounce of this vehicle is about safety first. Symbolically, the S-Class Guard represents Zelensky's role as both a vulnerable and resilient leader. He is constantly under threat, but his car shows his determination to keep moving forward. Unlike leaders who choose luxury to display wealth or power, Zelensky's car is a reminder that in some parts of the world, survival itself is the ultimate luxury. Number 10. Mohammed bin Salman, Rolls-Royce Phantom 8. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, widely known as MBS, rides in one of the most luxurious cars on earth, the Rolls-Royce Phantom 8. This masterpiece of engineering and design is worth over $1.2 million, but with his modifications, the value easily climbs higher. The Phantom 8 is not just a car, it is the ultimate symbol of wealth and exclusivity. With handcrafted finishes, a starlight headliner that mimics the night sky, and custom leather interiors, it looks more like a royal lounge than a vehicle. Of course, the version owned by MBS is fully armored, capable of withstanding bullets and explosions while still maintaining its elegance. For Mohammed bin Salman, this car is not about blending in. It is about standing out. Unlike leaders such as Pope Francis, who try to live modestly, MBS openly embraces extravagance. The Rolls-Royce Phantom fits his lifestyle perfectly, reflecting both Saudi Arabia's massive oil wealth and his personal taste for luxury. Every detail of the Phantom screams royalty and power. For MBS, owning such a car is not just about protection or comfort. It is about reinforcing his image as a leader who thrives on opulence and influence. His Phantom 8 is the closing note to this list of the world's most stunning and expensive presidential cars. So which leader's car impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories.